boy, oh boy, oh boy, would you look at it? Would you look at you stopping by RBT for a couple of minutes? Thanks so very much. You know what? It means a ton. And the only thing that I know to say is, appreciate you. You say that to someone when you appreciate them. I appreciate you. It's called appreciate you. And if it's more than one person, you can adapt it a little bit and say appreciations. So let's say I appreciate you all. Appreciations. I like it. Look, there's three things that we want to talk about here, or that I want to talk about here today on RBT. We're going to get to all of them. The first one is, during the Packers game yesterday, I wanted to make some kind of food that was kind of Wisconsinably-ness, and I settled on Kraut, dumplings, and kielbasa. It was really good. A lot of you people messaged me asking for the recipe. I'll have it for you here in just a few minutes, but since we mentioned the Packers, is it the elephant on the table, the elephant in the room? Let's talk about the whatever. I know the Packers lost. You know, we had a great season. There were a lot of people who would have liked to have been where we were. And, you know, part of the equation is that Tampa Bay was trying to win too. They wanted to win just as badly as we did. So, great season, Packers. Go, Pack, go. Can't wait until next season so I can back the green and gold again. So let's see. We talked about the food. I'm going to give you that recipe in a second. We talked about the Packers. Oh, how do I look? Man, maybe I shouldn't ask that. You know, I look like I'm tired or something, because I am tired. I'm playing hurt here. I got the first in the two-shot series that is the coronavirus vaccine yesterday. A lot of people are crying the blues about the injection site being really sore. Not for me, I guess, because I'm solid steel and sex appeal. Woo! I mean, it's a little sore, but it doesn't hurt. I had some what they called flu-like symptoms, you know, just a little bit of stiffness. The one thing that did bother me was last night I would freeze to death, and then I would get so hot that I would just sweat and like soak my pillows. And I know that's gross, but it was like freeze, burn up, freeze, burn up. See where that could go. At the end, I didn't sleep at all last night. 6:18 this morning, I finally dozed off. I'm fine now, and it was really, if you look at it, just kind of a minor issue. You got kind of two choices with that, the way I see it, and is you don't have to take the corona vaccine, and you could be dead. Or you can take the vaccine and potentially not get corona, and your chances of not being dead are much, much better. Which do you go with? This is the one I said is not being dead, right? That's the one I choose. I just don't want to be dead. I just really don't. So, Packers, we're sorry that they lost. Coronavirus shot #1 down. I'm doing okay. Reports of my demise are greatly exaggerated. You're watching the channel, so appreciate you. Hey, and while I'm talking about that, let me just say, if this is your first time here or your 100th time here, give subscribing a real thought, because 93% of the people who consume the content here on RBT don't subscribe to the channel. That's a big number. That's a really big number. So if you watch the channel, it helps out a ton. If you're seeing this video, if you would just go down below and click subscribe. And to that, I would say, appreciate you. Now, let's get to the recipe for the Kraut dumplings kielbasa soup. Well, first, let me show you a little video clip of it here. If anything can bring the pack back, it's going to be this dumpling and Kraut and kielbasa soup. I was really surprised by the number of people who either had over the years eaten sauerkraut and dumplings, or who had heard of it and were interested in trying it and actually messaged and asked for the recipe. Now, I cheated just a little bit, and I will explain to you how, but first, let's get the recipe on the screen. The base broth is 1 32-ounce jar of prepared sauerkraut with the juices, then 64 ounces of vegetable broth, and then they call them ropes. It's 2 of the Polska kielbasa 14-ounces. But what I did is I went to the store and in the frozen food section bought pre-made dumplings, which made it much, much easier. All I did was pour all the ingredients together, the liquids and the kraut, and bring it to a boil. and then I put the dumplings in there and probably simmered them for, I don't know, maybe an hour, maybe 40 minutes, something like that, just until they were as tender as I want. And I cut up 2 Polska kielbasas and put those in there. And it turned out to be a really nice cold day comfort kind of food. Very different taste. If you don't like kraut, it's not something that you're going to like. But if you're a kraut person or you like that kind of flavor, seems like something that you would enjoy. I know that I did. I've got a little bit left, and I'm going to eat that soon. Hey, look, if you make that recipe, let me know what you thought about it. I really liked it. And as I said, if you're a watcher of videos but not a subscriber, it would really mean a ton if you subscribed. I could say, appreciate you. COVID, get your vaccine, wear your mask, be wise. You don't have to be smart, but you need to be wise. I'm so glad that you spent a couple minutes here, and I will see you guys on the very next video.